My dear child, your setbacks do not define you. The things you lost or endured do not write your name. The version of you that survived by clenching your teeth is not final. Strength, silence, and solitary problem-solving were tools you picked up when you felt cornered, not burdens I asked you to carry forever. That response grew from pain and urgency, but it was never your lasting assignment. I am easing it away now. You are safe being known, free to stand intact. Your worth has never hinged on effort, not on earning, winning, or explaining yourself, and never on pleasing me. I settled your value before you lifted a finger. I cared for you at the start, I care for you today, and I will keep caring as you grow into the wholeness already set aside for you. Take a slow breath and notice how tension uncoils when you remember this truth. Let the relief sink in until it reshapes how you walk into ordinary moments. Remember how I see you. You belong with me. I chose you on purpose. Nothing about you happened by accident, not your temperament, rhythm, or humor. I arranged each strand with clear intent. Your sensitivity helps you catch quiet signals and meet people where they truly are. Your intensity fuels decisiveness when action is needed. Your broad emotions are not a liability, it is a dependable bridge to empathy. Do not compress these traits merely to soothe the discomfort of low expectations. I never asked you to shrink. I ask you to inhabit steady light and let it show. Think about how you respond when a friend feels unheard. You instinctively lean closer, sense their mood, offer words that settle the air. That instinct is me shining through your design. Think about how you rally others toward a goal. Your energy steadies the group when tension rises. That clarity under pressure is also part of my plan. Celebrate these facets rather than apologizing for them. They are signals of who you naturally are when fear is absent. You carry my breath. You are not the label others placed on you, nor the story your history tried to sell. You are who I say you are, and I call you loved. I call you strong with strength that does not run dry. I call you trusted for work that matters. You have weathered storms that toppled many, and still you stand, not bitter but hopeful, not hardened but humble, not closed but open. That posture is courage, not fragility. Because you live this way, I can place fresh promises in your hands, knowing you will carry them with open palms rather than tight fists. Do not doubt your capacity to hold them. Resilience already flows in your veins. When new responsibility arrives, recall the battles you have already survived and let that memory kindle steady confidence. Remember also the quiet victories, the day you chose forgiveness over resentment, the night you spoke hope to another while you yourself felt empty. Those unseen choices prove you are ready for what comes next. Set the mask aside. It has no place between us. You do not have to declare yourself fine every hour for me to stay close. I never chose the polished version you polish for crowds. I chose the honest you, the one who sings while tears fall, stays when the work is hard, and rises again after falling. That is the person I notice and celebrate. I am restoring you, not only in spirit but in soul. You are not just reclaiming what slipped away. You are stepping into your intended shape. I am reintroducing you to yourself, healed, whole, joyful, and confident. The you who is not ruled by opinion, who speaks straight without chasing false peace, who leads unashamed when asked, who changes a room by simply arriving. This is no reinvention but a clear unveiling. Walk free, speak secure, love from rooted ground. Keep practicing openness in small ways. Share your honest opinion when you would usually nod along. allow trusted friends to see your real enthusiasm, and let moments of joy show on your face without apology. When the old whispers creep back, when fear rehearses its tired script, answer plainly, "I know who I am now." Respond with fact, "The one who sustains me has already chosen me." If doubt stirs in familiar corners, stand steady and say, "I am no longer the person fear remembers. My identity is settled beyond reach." Your renewal will show not just in events around you, but in how you carry yourself. Quiet confidence, steady presence. You will move differently and answer differently because you trust what I say about you, not merely what I can do for you. That shift changes every scene. If an old accusation resurfaces, answer it in your own voice and then release it from further debate. Picture that accusation drifting away on a gentle current until it fades from sight. Train your thoughts to return to the present moment, where grace and truth reside. Over time, this practice will rewrite reflexes formed in earlier years, turning fear roads into pathways of peace. Identity restored is only the starting point. It needs steady attention. I care as much about the roots within you as about the visible branches that others see. A moment of freedom fades when it is not tended and watered by intention. Many cheer at breakthrough, yet overlook the daily habits that keep it alive. They celebrate the open door, but fail to build the room that door leads to. I am not offering a brief flash. I am establishing an enduring flow in your story. It begins with ordering your days around our connection, because what I give thrives on regular closeness, not sparse encounters. Make space each morning. Revisit it at midday. Close the night there. Let conversations, decisions, and even quiet thoughts spiral back to that center. If you notice drift, pause and realign. Sustaining work may feel ordinary, yet it guards the extraordinary treasure I place inside you. Start with quiet space. Let it become a refuge, not to earn favor, you already have that, but to feed your spirit the way bread feeds your body. Yesterday's insight will not keep you strong today, just as yesterday's meal will not stop today's hunger. Seek me early, seek me often. Come before tasks crowd in, and return when the day unravels. Bring no performance, just presence. Sit, wait, listen, speak. Let the awkward silence stretch. I remain even when you feel nothing. In time, you will notice subtle nudges, quiet thoughts that line up with peace, small reminders that guide your next step. These are signs of our connection growing familiar. Consistency, not intensity, makes the difference. Guard that space like you would guard your own breath. Out of it flows all other clarity. Open the writings I gave, not to collect information, but to receive life. Each line is an entryway into my heart. Slow your reading until a phrase catches your attention. Stop there and ask me why. Picture the scenes, feel the tension, notice the hope between the lines. Move slowly, let the words sink deep. Ask what they mean for your season, and I will point out passages that speak straight to it. These words breathe, they guide, guard, and steady you. They anchor you when public opinion shifts and when your own feelings wobble. Read them when you feel strong. Read them when you feel lost. Let my voice ring louder than the noise around you, and you will find your footing even on uncertain ground. Keep conversation with me flowing through your day. Reserve quiet time, yes, but let talk continue while you work, rest, decide, and celebrate. Whisper my name in tense moments. Thank me in small wins. Ask for insight. I do not wish to occupy a corner of your day. I aim to hold the center. Prayer is meant to feel like breathing. And worship, do not wait for special gatherings. Make daily life an open offering. Song or stillness, whichever awakens awareness, invite my presence into ordinary spaces. Worship lifts heaviness, clears fog, and aligns your heart with mine. Let it become a habit, not a last resort. I do not simply visit worship, I stay in it. Let music, silence, or simple gratitude fill the spaces between tasks. Worship is not confined to prayer. It is any act that says, "You are good, and I am thankful." When I prompt you to set something aside, answer quickly. The aim is not punishment, but sharpened focus. By choosing restraint, you say, "Nothing controls me except what is true." Choose to abstain, not for display, but for alignment. Treat the pause as a renewal that clears space for my guidance to rise above the noise. During these times, notice the cravings that surface. They reveal the stories you tell yourself for comfort. Let those stories come into the open where we can rewrite them. You will be surprised by the clarity that follows quiet restraint, and by the calm confidence that settles in once competing voices fall silent. Freedom often hides inside quiet, hidden self-denial. Pay attention to your inner stance. Each morning, choose gratitude, humility, and hopeful expectation. These are more than passing feelings. They act like steady tools. Gratitude guards against entitlement and keeps you aware of ongoing provision. Humility turns your focus to me rather than personal ability. Expectation opens your heart, keeping it ready for surprises of grace. Shape your surroundings with care. The voices you welcome, that you view, the conversations you enter. Guard your gates. Refuse what drains courage or clouds judgment. If a certain discussion leaves you restless, step away. If a habit adds fog to your thinking, set it down. This is not about strict rule-keeping. It is practical wisdom aimed at calm confidence. As you practice it, you will notice how peace lingers even in noisy settings, and clarity returns faster after unexpected shocks. Always. Above all, stay teachable. Remain pliable enough for my guidance to reach you. Growth invites more influence, but only the soft heart can hold it safely. Resentment will try to stiffen you. Disappointment will tempt you to retreat. Delay will whisper that hope is naive. Keep your heart tender. A yielded life is unstoppable because it flows with rather than against my direction. You now carry everything required, not due to personal strength but due to ongoing surrender. Hold these instructions close, shape your life around them, and watch long-range fruit appear. This is your marker in time. The waiting period has ended. Breathe. You have heard my promises and followed the process. Before you step further, meet me again in living reality. No amount of planning or opportunity will satisfy your core like my presence. Let these truths settle deeper than mere memory. Let them shape instinct. I will not send you forward empty. Come closer, not by effort, but by letting go. I am here, ready to meet you in a way that reshapes you. You have known me as provider and protector. Know me now as present companion. Let my spirit become your home. You were never meant to scramble for approval. You were meant to walk held, carrying quiet strength in each step. My spirit is not distant. It has always been nearby, and now I long to flood every corner, the bright places and the wounded ones. Invite me without fear. My arrival brings comfort, clarity, and spark. When you welcome me fully, peace becomes part of you. Freedom turns into daily movement, and others feel it through you. I pour in so that goodness can pour out. Notice how every breath slows when you remember you are not alone. You will start to notice changes. Events that once triggered anxiety will slide past with little grip. Situations that used to confuse will feel clear under new light. Challenges that once sent you hiding will now call you forward with steadiness. This is what happens when your inner world is guided by my spirit instead of dread. I already see the hidden memories, unhelpful patterns, and quiet shame you have tried to manage alone. I am not embarrassed by them. Invite me to handle what feels heavier than you can lift, even if you do not yet have words for it. Picture laying the burden down and stepping back while I pick it up. You will sense relief first in subtle ways, easier breathing, kinder thoughts toward yourself, greater patience with others. My spirit can raise what was buried and dissolve what weighed you down, converting old pain into new insight and steady compassion for those who hurt. You do not need to hide anymore, and you do not need to hustle to feel complete. Allow me to sit with you. I speak to the younger part that still wonders if it is safe and truly loved. You are safe with me. My spirit moves gently. He frees without breaking. Notice the tension in your shoulders loosen as you realize nothing is expected but honesty. Tell me the worry you whisper to yourself at night. Tell me the regret that surfaces in unguarded moments. I am not shocked. I remain. This encounter is about becoming clear, bold, and steady, aware of me in every room, alert to the subtle ways I guide. It is about letting my assurance fill the gaps left by old disappointments until confidence begins to feel natural, and rest becomes your normal state. Keep your heart wide open, not only to receive care, but to let care flow through you. When you act as a conduit, you will not run dry because you stay linked to the source. Think of a river fed by a spring. As long as the inlet stays open, the current remains fresh. In giving you, discover a deeper satisfaction than the one you asked for, because love spent is love returned. No effort offered from sincere compassion is wasted. Every quiet kindness finds its way back, whether soon or later, whether seen or unseen. Trust that the cycle holds true even on days when gratitude is silent, and keep moving in simple generosity without tracking results. Practice this with small acts. Share a meal, listen without rushing, offer a thoughtful word. Let routine moments turn into channels of comfort. So shine. Do not measure the strength of your light. Simply let me sustain it. Even a single candle pushes back darkness in a large room, and I am the one keeping the flame steady. The world does not need more clever arguments. It needs lives that show patient listening, generous forgiveness, and steady kindness. I am teaching you to live that way. Your light is not about flawless performance. It is about reflecting what is true. You are loved, forgiven, and sent with quiet purpose. Walk into discussions with that calm awareness. When tempers rise, let your tone stay even. When cynicism spreads, let your hope remain grounded. Little by little, people around you will notice the difference, even if they cannot name it. Remember, impact often begins silently, like dawn light that brightens before anyone comments on the new day. When you walk in the light I provide, each act of grace carries lasting weight. A gentle gesture, a few honest words, a moment of listening. None of these are small in my view. I keep record of every sincere offering, and at the right time I bring good from them in ways beyond your sight. Think of a single raindrop landing on dry soil. On its own it seems minor, yet over time those drops form channels that hollow valleys. In the same way, consistent kindness shapes environments and softens hearts. You may never trace the full path of your actions, but trust that I weave them into stories of hope for others. Remember, influence rarely looks dramatic while it is forming. Steady waters reshape hard rock over years. Stay consistent. Drops of kindness soften surfaces once thought impossible. Keep sowing good even when results feel invisible. Hidden growth is still growth. If you cannot yet see results, if thanks is rare and recognition silent, do not grow weary. I am the keeper of fairness, and I overlook nothing rooted in authentic love. Such love, offered without strings, can reach places your eyes cannot. One day I will show you the full harvest of your steady kindness, and it will be abundant. In the meantime, let hope anchor you when discouragement knocks. Remember that unseen roots support great oaks long before the trunk appears. Trust that unseen faithfulness prepares visible fruit. Choose to celebrate small progress, even if it is only the peace you feel after choosing patience over anger. That peace itself is a sign of growth and a preview of larger outcomes I am forming. Your consistency is noticed even in places you will never visit, influencing lives you may never meet. This assurance frees you to keep serving with lightness. When you help others, remember you do so because I once lifted you when you could offer nothing back. Give without considering returns. Serve in quiet places. I speak deeply there. Do not wait for flawless conditions to act. You were born of love and are most yourself when you love freely. Do not wait for the world to love you first. Lead with love and follow the gentle nudge of my spirit within you. Approach each day asking, "Where can I bring relief today?" Respond to that prompt quickly, whether through a word of encouragement, a practical gift, or simply sharing time. This style of life keeps your heart supple and your perspective clear. As you move in this rhythm, you will discover that generosity is not subtraction but multiplication, expanding joy for both giver and receiver. In doing so, you mirror the rhythm of my heart, always giving, always welcoming, always creating space for new life to flourish. Amen.